Oh, it looks like we might get a caster. So once we get into the delay, guys, I'll bring in Chris Hansen. He'll cast with us. I don't want to drop the stream, so our block picks and bans for you guys. But first pick, Yasuo makes it through picks and bans, gonna get snagged up by the Noxian Elite. Milheski does favor Akali, and Voidboy says, Voidboy likes to say that Akali beats Yasuo in lane. We'll have to see if that's the lock-in. Nope, gonna switch over to Orianna. And maybe a Vi pickup for Malik. Very strong ganks early on, and once she hits level 6. We'll see if that's what Malik goes with, likely, as the timer has run out. Yep, there we go. Renekton in the immediate hover from Crusher Crush. Will be interesting if the Crusher Crush goes with that. TSM Diamond also waiting to hover. I'm gonna lock in the Renekton. TSM Diamond still thinking about his pick. Interesting that Renekton was picked over Maokai. Maokai's still up in this draft, as is a Kha'Zix, but they go with the knockup of Jarvan. Jarvan gonna help provide a knockup for Yasuo, but this is gonna be a very heavy AD comp. They haven't picked the AD carry yet, but likely they will have one, I would assume. So we got a glitch client. Same picks and bans. So we'll have to see picks and bans. I don't know why everyone's leaving. So we have, okay, it looks like Spire Wu King was having issues and Emil Heskey to dodge. Okay, while we are waiting, guys, I'll bring in Chris Hansen, so hold on. And I'm just going to drop the screen for just a moment so I can bring in Chris Hansen. Hello, Chris Hansen.
Who goes there?
It is Fozz.
Oh, what do you say, Fuzzy?
We are live.
Oh, well, I'll keep the controversial jokes to a minimum then.
Yep.
But oops, I should probably mute the stream. That was an awkward echo.
Yep, that's probably an awkward echo.
Whoops. Things kind of worked nicely for me here. That they had some issues, so I get to come in during the picks and bans, apparently. Yay.
Yeah, no, you get to pick. There was some technical issues.
They were all me, dude. I DDoSed them so I can get in. Do we get an invite, Reno? Are we currently in the lobby or what?
Oh, alright, let me get you in here.
Okay.
You spell your name right.
It is a toughie. or two N's.
There's two N's. I don't know why, but I always think there's two S's in your name, not two N's.
Huh, I've never seen a double S Chris, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen a double N Hansen either, though. But I'm still plotting every day against the man that has Chris Hansen with only one N. I've tried to get in contact with him, see if I can get him to change it. No dice.
Oh, you're getting in the invite right now.
Diamond did you the honors here.
Drop down.
And here I go.
And all we need to get is Spyro Wu King back into the game.
Okay. Looking to the left side here, that seems like a certain team I played against yesterday.
Yes, that was the Noxian Elite that you played against yesterday.
Looking familiar. I'm not sure that it's the same exact roster.
Same exact roster.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So,
Oh,
let's hope they worked out some of the kinks that showed yesterday against us.
So same picks and bans are going to come through. So it was 380 carry bands. It was Lucian, Tristana, and Jinx band on the side of the Noxian Elite.
Interesting.
I believe it was.
Oh yeah, I remember Braum for the purple team. Okay.
Yeah, Brahma Mumu
Hmm.
and Lee Sin, I believe. Yes. And this is going to be...
Okay, so clearly there's an
Yasuo.
AD carry on the purple team that we're
Yeah,
concerned about.
Diamond 1 is King Stig.
Okay, that makes sense. And he's an AD carry, I said?
80
What
carry,
the?
oh god.
Oh no. Okay, this one wasn't me.
I think we have glitches, a lot of glitches here.
Really?
Apparently he couldn't get a champ select, so it was...
It's the same...
It looks like it was another
issues?
riot glitch.
Huh. Interesting.
So...
Not off to a good start here, but...
And this is why people say no more Adobe Air.
Yeah, alright. Is it the same guy that just had a problem? Like, I would recommend relogging.
No, it was a different person.
Huh, interesting. I don't know. Rito OP. Rito, please.
Oddleaf getting the invite, so...
Oddleaf's in here.
Yeah, Oddleaf.
Not a bad player at all. I think he's top lane, I don't know.
He's support for this team, actually.
Support. Interesting.
Yes.
He's plat, too, so if you have a plat player on support, then you're pretty confident with your other positions, so...
Yep.
It's probably a good sign for...
I believe Malik Zelinto is their jungler, Kingston is their AD carry, Emil Heskey is their mid laner, Spyro Wu King is their top, and Oddleaf Ryther is their support player.
Interesting. So we have a gold 5 mid laner. Let's see if he proves that ELO means something wrong.
We did see a gold mid laner last game get schooled by a plat 1 mid laner.
A gold by a plat?
I believe that's what it was.
Well, I mean, that's pretty likely.
Same bands once again.
Yeah, no surprises here. Mumu and Lee Sin, interesting. All I know is I'm pretty sure with the original roster of what's the name of the blue team? Noxian Elite.
Noxian Elite.
Yeah. We were scrimming them before our game, and TSM Diamond was playing exclusively AD carry.
And now, last game he did play jungle.
Yeah, and he played jungle against us, which I was not expecting at all.
He was playing mid lane early on in the season.
Yeah, he's switching around. The guy's a wild card.
And there's the Orianna, which I believe was locked in just before the game
But,
crashed last time.
I think it was actually a good change, because I will say when we were scrimming against TSM Diamond, it was not going well for them. Neither did the game yesterday, but...
Is Spyro looking going to lock in the Siobhan? Not to cut you off, Chris Hands. Just going to put up quick.
We got a Nami rolling in here.
Going to try to add some more knockups for this Yasuo.
We're in the unknown pick band section now. These aren't from the old champion select, right?
No, these are all unknown, yes.
Okay, so now we got a Draven rolling in. Interesting. That is a knockout. People don't realize it. That E will work off that Yasuo. So we got, I don't know, plenty of options here.
A lot of ways to set up this Yasuo ult.
The Nami would be enough if they're picking Draven for exclusively that reason. I don't see that being necessary.
And especially into a Caitlyn. How do you feel about Draven into Caitlyn?
I mean, Caitlyn is seen as one of the bigger counters to Draven. Then again, Caitlyn basically beats everybody, so it's not a question of can you beat Caitlyn. It's kind of can you do okay against her, which I think Draven can if he can push her out, which is really easy for him to do with his insane axe damage. Plus, he kind of needs to push anyway to keep his axes going.
Yeah.
So, like, all I know is whenever I pick Draven, there's always a Caitlyn coming up right after, but I don't know, she's not necessarily the biggest counter, but she definitely has an edge, as usual.
So kind of risky picking Draven into...
Yeah, I don't know. Then when you think about it, I don't know who is really left. Like, he could have played Corki, but maybe he just doesn't play that champion. Yeah. So, because 380 carries were banned and Caitlyn was taken.
We saw Graves do well last game.
Interesting. I know Sneaky whipped out of Graves at Worlds, so...
Yeah, I did.
That was interesting. I really wanted him to win that game.
Yeah, Cloud9 only able to pick up one win. Spoilers, guys.
Whoopsies. But they were good games. Like, Cloud9 put up a way better fight than TSM did.
Yeah, Cloud9 put up they put up a better fight, but it was still, I think, I think it has to do with the team they were playing against more so than the strength of C9. I think people underestimate the fact that Samson White has 4 of the top 10 players in the world, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, Samsung White just seems
or at
like
least at Worlds. They had 4 of the top 10 players at Worlds this year, so...
Yeah, like, White only dropped 1 game. You cannot say the same for Blue, and it's not even like Blue had a better bracket or anything, or a better group, so, I don't know. Anywho.
In this game...
Back to more important
picks and bans are done. People have done swapping up their champions.
Okay,
we're going into spectator lane now.
Alright, so summoners are now open for business here.
Yep. And we know that pretty much everything seems pretty standard here.
Yeah, I mean...
You're also going with Ignite, though, I'm not sure if that's totally standard.
Going with Exhaust lately, right?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah, he's going for that extra kill pressure on that heal Orianna. So there's definitely some pretty nice gank potential with that Jarvan Yasuo. Like, that's a lot of damage and CC.
Yep.
So I think they're just thinking they want to make some plays with that Ignite. But, yeah, I'm interested mostly in this bottom lane because I'm pretty sure... Was Leda... I don't know how I'm supposed to say. Leda BX... Later, bitch. Was he AD carry in our game against him yesterday? I believe he was. But, I don't know. Bot lane has, like, a pretty strong... The purple team has a pretty strong advantage, not even taking skill into account here. And I'm pretty sure King Stig is their all-star player, so definitely worried for this Noxian elite bottom lane.
Yeah, it's going to be... Nami is not exactly what you'd hope to pair with the Draven in bottom lane. Usually want something a little more aggressive.
They definitely wanted sustain versus Caitlyn, because you do need...
Definitely.
And as far as sustain options go, I don't really see anyone really other than Nami that's really viable right now. Like, Soraka's definitely not. Soma's not.
You don't think Soraka's viable right now?
I mean, I haven't seen any of her. I don't know. I haven't really been paying much.
Mimi has played 2 Soraka games out of his, I think, 4 that I've seen him play. Out of the 2 I've seen him play. Both of them are Soraka games. He is pretty sure that...
She has potential. I'll give her that. But, I don't know. If you want sustain, the go-to pick right now is pretty much Nami. So, I don't know. We'll see. Top lane, however, well, all these lanes are going to be pretty intense, to say the least. Like, Renekton's always going to cause some aggression.
Yeah, this is a classic top lane battle.
Oh, yeah, we're going back here.
We're going back to the beginning of the season, like spring LCS here, with the Shyvana Renekton.
Yeah, I mean, neither of them have Ignite, obviously, so the kill potential isn't, like, extraordinary, but...
I give the teleport edge to Shyvana. Her teleports are usually a little bit more impactful than Renekton's.
Yeah, like, teleport Renekton isn't really something... Like, I don't really see Renekton that often to begin with.
If Renekton could get in range for a stun, of course, it's going to be better than anything Shyvana can do, but it's a matter of... Once you see someone teleporting, and you're not going to just stand there and wait for him to show up unless you have the ability to kill him.
Plus, you are right in that a teleporting dragon with ult up is definitely a lot scarier than just a little gator that has to waddle to you now, or maybe do a little 2-foot EE at you.
Yeah, Renekton, with the nerfs to his ultimate, to the point where he lost a lot of health on that ultimate. Not a strong early game.
Nah.
Got to strike late game, but he still falls off really hard late game. Still a major problem for him.
I know.
But he's still a mid game beast. Once he gets to level 11, he's still very strong.
He still does his job. He's gonna become a nice big old tank for the Noxian Elite here, hopefully. I don't know. We'll see how Diamond decides to build, because Reddington's probably gonna be a full tank.
He might pick up like a Tiamat for some damage.
They do that every now and again. We'll see what he decides to go with. But I do know that the Crusher Crush played Riven against me yesterday.
Yeah.
I kind of got shoved in the top lane there and whipped out my Garen. But as far as that matchup went, like, yeah, it was a stomp, but you cannot beat Claw 5 Garen as Riven with Doran's Blade at least.
Yeah, that was a rough matchup for Crusher Crush.
Yeah, I don't fault him for losing that one, but we'll see how he steps it up here.
Yeah, this is probably... I would give him the advantage in the top lane. As long as he can get the burnout before Noxian can stun
He wasn't
her.
a bad player. Like,
No.
I know he's like gold 5 or something, I think. I don't know, but he kind of knew what he was doing. As Riven, at least. So, I don't know. We'll see if he's also got experience on that Renekton here.
Starting items coming out. Standard Doran Blaze from top lane.
See so many of those every game.
Doran's items come from AD carries and mid laners. And disconnection from DS and Diamond. Hopefully there'll be a pause coming through.
There she blows. Interesting.
So pause coming through.
Alright, so apparently it was a DC. So hopefully it won't take him too long to hop back in here. But, looking at the lane matchups, I don't think a 2v1's happening. That is one option if you see a Caitlyn. A lot of teams, they won't try to pick like a aggressive laner like Draven. They'll just pick someone that farms and send them top lane for the 2v1. But we haven't really been seeing much of that in Sirius gaming.
Not too much. No lane swapping. I don't think I've seen a single lane swap
Yeah,
yet.
it's definitely more like you kind of have to be more experienced with it.
Yeah, it's something that you can easily mess up and lose big advantages from doing a lane swap.
You definitely need to know what you're doing, which the pro teams that enjoy them obviously do. So,
yep.
I don't know. We'll see if they ever start to happen in the Sirius Gaming League.
It'd be something that would, because of the fast-paced nature of the Sirius Gaming League, it's unlikely a team would ever get enough practice in with the lane swap to actually call it effective.
Yeah,
that's something that you can practice for months and still have it not right.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't fit with the crazy bloodbath meta that we seem to have here.
Yeah, bloodbaths. That just tends to be what the meta is.
And the Sirius Gaming meta.
Playoffs should be a lot more controlled, though, I feel.
Yeah, I don't think people are going to be taking risks, having a blast, just messing around in playoffs, at least I would assume.
There's RP on the line in playoffs, so...
I would not be playing games with that. 3,200 RP, I believe, for the winner.
3,200 RP, nearly enough for a full-price legendary skin.
Oh my god, that's definitely what I'm doing with it if I win. But, yeah.
You fall 50 RP short of Pulsefire Ezreal or Spirit Guard Udyr.
That's basically nothing. I'm sure you already have 50 RP laying around, so once you get it, you can pretty much pick them up if that's what you're wanting.
Yep.
So, I don't know. We'll see who is going to come out on top. But,
looks like mirrored buff starts currently.
Yeah, pretty standard.
From each jungler. Standard.
Yeah, they don't even, in every competitive, like, professional match, you usually see...
the opposite.
Yeah, like... If blue team starts red, they'll go to the purple-blue because the purple started red, and then they would go to the blue-blue.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen that at all. You don't even see it in solo queue either, though. So
yeah.
It's pretty much only a professional.
I think that also you see a lot in the higher. I'm not sure you see in higher LOs, but
I don't even think.
But I do see the junglers not even starting near the AD carries and support because they won't even leash in higher elos.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
so
they're looking for that level 2 advantage, so they're not going to even bother leashing. So a little bit of but that's what's going to happen here.
Yeah, both bot lanes are going to get there pretty much at the same time, so no one's going to have a pushing edge here. Thresh does not have the Targons, which is worth noting. He actually has a Doran shield.
Aggressive item.
I don't see that very often. He's planning to take advantage of that aggressive Caitlyn lane. This Yasuo is just going ham, though.
Yeah, just trying to make an impact.
Yeah, he
On to
is
Milheski. Chunky Marty to half health.
playing aggressive right now. That is kind of what you
Spyro
need
Wu
to do.
King and Crusher Crush trading blows and minion
Oh,
damage.
wow. Yep, and they only
Oh, and
have...
Renekton.
They're both out of health pots. Like, the junglers need to get up here right now because this lane's gonna get crazy.
Not sure I agree with Crusher Crush starting with Q. That seems like a huge mistake.
Yeah, I feel like W's usually the
W
way to
is almost always the way to go, and into an E. Now he still doesn't have access to that high damage stun.
Yeah, he would have a very big health advantage on that Shyvana if he started to... Whoa, bot lane, hook
Bot
goes
lane
out.
hook goes down. Not too much damage exchange. Crusher Crush getting aggressed on. Shyvana has the clear advantage with him not having stun yet.
So he still didn't learn a stun. He got E at level 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. So, and here comes the Jarvan. Renekton has no CC to help him out, though. So let's see if Jarvan's...
And he's still 2 creeps from it. Maybe they're communicating this.
No, they're not waiting.
They're not waiting. They're going.
Shyvana
for
has
it.
3.
Oh, but
wow. She's
Shyvana
going.
hit 3. She's going in on him. Here comes Levi is nearby. Gets knocked up by the Jarvan.
She might be too late.
Oh, walks the wrong way. First blood goes over
No.
to Crusher Crush. Stun does get learned just in time to stun up
That was
Shyvana.
just sloppy play on both sides, to be honest. Shyvana just went crazy, not even considering a jungler being even in the area. And Renekton still did not have a stun, but it doesn't even matter because Shyvana, rather, is over.
Look, lands on Lotta. Lotta going really low. Exhaust goes down from Control Chaos.
Oh, my.
Odd Leaf with this Doran shield. Willing to be super aggressive.
Yeah, but, like, blue side's hanging on here. Despite Thresh having the Doran shield advantage and them having a Caitlyn, the CS is remaining fairly equal here. There's a huge wave. Oh, wow.
Oh, Lotta getting chunky. Might go down.
Yeah,
Sig
when
not
you
in
see a
range,
wave
though.
that big, you just need to stay back and wait for it to get your tower. You don't want to risk dying or getting chucked to a point where you can't get the wave anymore, which might be in the situation Draven's in right now.
Draven could CS that perfectly. He's going to be actually ahead in CS.
Yeah, I mean...
Not
he's
able to, though.
Make some moves. He's taken... Oh, wow.
Oh, hook just
That
misses.
hit.
That hit, that likely would have been a dead Draven.
He had no heal. He would have been gone.
But here comes Jarvan, slowing down King Stig. King Stig runs for his life, jukes the knock-up, burns the heal, likely to get away at this point. Still has flash. Drops a ward.
Oh my god.
Gets damaged by the Nami.
He's got a...
Oh, Lotta with the auto attack picks up the kill.
I was thinking Jarvan did a next level stabbing there, but Draven actually picks it up, which is exactly what you want if you're the Noxian elite here.
They got the early lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly the stackage Draven picked up there, but he is sitting on 1,300 gold right now.
Milheski going low. Diamond gonna dive. The shield comes out. Will it be enough?
Oh, wow.
Diamond goes really low, but so does Malik.
Oh,
not able to confirm the kill.
Yep.
That Orianna shield just enough to keep her alive, and the heal.
Yeah, Yasuo maybe could have played that a little crazier and picked up that Orianna, but ultimately plays it safe and backs off with his Jarvan. So close. Both members of Purple Team bleeding right there.
And one you wish on this also maxing up the E first, not going for that Q max.
One you wish. That is the Yasuo. I don't really know. I don't have that much experience with how Yasuo is.
I think after the nerf to E, where it lost the two of its stacks for maximum damage, pretty much the consensus was to start maxing Q. So it's interesting. It's interesting.
Oh, maybe he thinks he's not really landing that many Qs on a ranged champion in the mid lane. I don't know. I don't know, but anywho, did Draven manage to grab a BF? I think he did. Yeah, he did. So he hit the 1550. He has a BF right now. Still no sustain though, so he does. Okay, Odd Leaf DCing again.
Odd Leaf DC'd, likely a pause to come through.
Odd Leaf,
yep, there's a pause.
I think he was. No, it was Diamond DC at the beginning.
Yeah, Diamond DC in the beginning.
We're taking turns DCing here this game. Hasn't been that big of a problem though. Diamond got in shortly. I'm expecting Leaf to do the same.
Yeah. Just a short break here.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
let's talk about early item choices here.
Yeah, Draven just went crazy. He's got the BF, so I would do the same thing. Obviously, BF is just like your best friend on Draven. Yeah. But whatchamacallit? Yeah, he definitely still has the potential. Like, he doesn't just get a free lane win because he picked up that kill on Caitlyn. Like, yeah, he got both her summoners. Draven's will be up before hers. So if they take advantage of that window, that will be very beneficial for them.
Orianna, though, in the mid lane, picking up the Chalice of Harmony, kind of a greedy purchase given the fact that she is against the AD
Yasuo
team.
and Jarvan.
Yasuo, Jarvan, Renekton.
And-
There is no magic
yeah,
damage really coming out.
Yeah, so she's just playing for like her basically utility at this point, playing for the
Extra mana regen.
yeah, just ignoring basically what's on the other side there. That's what most Orianas do. Like it's not too surprising to see because Athene's is just really strong.
Oddly with the reconnect. So
Yeah.
it should be getting underway shortly.
Hopefully. Let's see here. He is in. Alright. Blue team has been asked if they are ready, and it looks like they are. We are
That's the
going.
game.
Hey. Okay, so something to note here. Vi has a decent CS lead on Jarvan, but she also hasn't. Okay, she's just backed. Let's see. Oh wow, mobility boots.
Really trying to make an impact all across the map now.
Yeah, she's looking to do some ganking. She's actually not 6 yet, though, so let's see if she decides to just use those boots now and make a play, or get to 6 first.
Jarvan, hover on this mid lane. Maybe looking for a gank. Gonna just back off.
TSM Diamond has just been doing so much ganking. He's barely been farming at all.
I'm surprised he's not the one to pick up the mobility boots.
Interesting, right? I don't know. He's liking the double longsword damage for these plays he's making. Shyvana just hit ult. If he went in right before she had it, they might have had something, but I don't know. Oh, what? There's no minions.
Himself. No minions.
Yeah. They could have had him push it out and then just dive him. That probably would have been a free kill, but
Now Shyvana with that ultimate, almost impossible to dive at this point. Just can get so far away. Spotter Wu King though gonna back off.
yeah, he doesn't have TP either, so Renekton's gonna takes a few turret shots there, but he's gonna get some free turret damage here.
Picks up a pickaxe and a longsword, maybe building towards a Tiamat.
I mean, that first blood that Renekton got at the beginning, it just let him snowball like crazy. There's a 20 CS differential with the first blood. Like, he is miles ahead of that Shyvana.
Renekton, if he gets a lead, is just brutal. I have a lot of experience for Renekton in solo queue.
Oh, wow.
Oddly, he misses the hook.
He's gonna
go down.
Oh.
No, he barely gets out of there.
Wow.
What by the skin of his chinny chin.
Yeah, I didn't even think he had flash. He was playing like he didn't. I don't know, but barely uses that to get out of there. Draven did not have the flash to follow up. So that's still going to give Draven a nice little window here to basically do whatever he wants while that Caitlyn's on her own.
Controlled Chaos will take a lot of damage. Misses the bubble on the Caitlyn. Caitlyn didn't even move, and the bubble just completely missed.
Yeah, that was not the greatest of bubbles right there, but meanwhile, there's some pings going around. Yasuo and Jarvan are going crazy.
For red invade potential. There's a
Yeah.
Warver from Malik. He's going to spot this out.
But they are a lot stronger. Like,
And
they can
Emil
actually
Heskey-
do this. Oh, here comes the fight.
There's a knockup there. The ultimate from Oriana
Whoa.
gets the knockup. Emil Heskey going really low. Oh, he's on one more auto from dead.
Oh, here comes Shyvana.
Here comes Shyvana. The one you wish going really low.
Oh,
He's going to go
gosh.
down. Now that was me chase from Malik. The knockup lands. Diamond bound. Oh, and he just jumps away. Will Vi have a jump in
She
time?
has flash. And there
Oh,
it
she
is.
picks up the kill with
Yep.
the flash. Double flash, though.
That's just blue team being a little too aggressive. They had equal numbers at first, but once Shyvana started heading over and Renekton didn't do the same, they needed to just get the heck out of there.
That was some miscommunication there. But Renekton
Yep.
probably should have been, but when they went in, probably should have immediately started shoving that lane with that Tiamat, but did not, and Shyvana was able to get away from the turret.
Yeah, so just a little misplay there by the blue team, being a little overzealous in the jungle. Like, they are stronger, but they're not strong enough to 3v2, so.
Crusher Crush has a nice 20 CS lead, though, onto the Shyvana. But Shyvana picked up 2 assists now. She's back in this game.
That'll help her out. I don't know that it's necessarily going to be enough to...
Taking a lot of damage from Crusher Crush.
He's just chunking.
That's what Renekton will do when he's got a lead.
He's being an absolute bully right now. And literally, Shyvana does not have ult. TSM Diamond could go top and dive this Shyvana right now. Then again, that's kind of a Chris Hansen play, but I guarantee it would work if he decided to do it.
Shyvana could easily go down. Renekton provides so much burst damage.
And ult right now. Like, he can tank that tower for quite a long time, even with just a time
He's
map.
got the damage from the Tiamat.
Yep, I don't know. Diamond's just not... Doesn't seem like he's interested. Going to clear that red buff, I guess.
Shyvana will have her ultimate quite soon, though. Bottom lane, Draven gets some damage down on this bottom turret. Not too much, though.
The bottom lane is going not at all how I expected.
It's very even.
Yeah, I mean, I expected it to go the way of purple team here, but Draven's definitely hung in there, and more so, getting back to kill.
Mielhesky getting knocked up. The Yasuo follow. Mielhesky flashes into the wall. Will he be able to escape? The Q is enough to take the kill. The one you wish. 1-1-1.
There goes Orianna. Let's see what they decide to do with that. Every one of their players right now in the bottom hemisphere here are stronger. They could easily force a dragon. They have the numbers advantage and the power advantage. I think Shyvana just TP'd top. Yeah, she did. Renekton has TP.
Yeah, they can't even have numbers advantage on this dragon. Probably some miscommunication there.
They already have a numbers disadvantage. If Renekton TV, that'd just be overkill.
Yeah.
Oh,
TSM Diamond gonna ultimate onto King Stig. King Stig gonna walk away. Ultimate finally gets dropped. King Stig getting jumped in by Yasuo. He's getting the crits off. One more auto attack surely will take the kill.
The
flash from Lotta. Draven cashes in on some stacks. Malik going really low. One more auto attack. Another kill for Yasuo. Oddly Fry trying to do something. He gets bubbled. He's gonna probably go down if he continues to try this. The box goes in.
Oh, no way!
He has Diamond walks to a box. No! Will Control Chaos be able to finish him off, though, is the question. Control Chaos doesn't have any mana.
Oh, this Draven better watch out. That Orianna has ult and she's not happy. Wow!
Oh, and Draven goes just down.
Oh.
Missed that. Looking at the bottom lane. Control Chaos flashes under turret. Hook comes out. Control Chaos. What were you thinking?
Oh my gosh, Chaos just lost his mind there for a second.
Crusher Crush going in. Does not have the fury to kill her. Oh, it goes down to the minion damage.
Fell apart all over the map.
He didn't even use his ultimate. He could have easily lived if he just pressed R. But Crusher Crush goes down.
I don't know if he was trying to bait her with it or save it or what his idea was there, but
if he just pressed R, that would have been a clean kill for Crusher Crush, but instead he goes down.
Yep, throws the lane right back into Shyvana. She now is basically as strong as him, and as a Shyvana that outscales Renekton,
not good.
It's probably going to go the other direction now.
Though this Shyvana build is a little questionable. Going with the Tiamat
here. I don't know. The Chain Vest is going to help her out. That is obvious.
That'll really help her out.
Tiamat, on the other hand, I don't know about that one, but
yeah, Blade of the Ruin King seems really clear to be like the best option with Shyvana because she gets to proc her E more times.
Yeah, Manslayer would be cringing right now, but
yeah, Manslayer would not be too happy.
Oh gosh.
Lotta getting hooked up. The bubble will land. The ultimate from the one you wish. That is a kill off from the tidal wave.
But they got the job done. Meanwhile, TSM Diamond's coming in for the dive.
King Stig and Malik not looking. Oh, okay, got Lotta damage. Lotta with the kill. Noxian Elite. Where is this Noxian Elite? Lotta's gonna go down, but they're now got a lead.
The team I played against yesterday.
This is not the team we saw yesterday. The fire has been ignited in the Noxian Elite. They're trying to take a huge lead now. And Emil Heskey going extremely low. The one you wish is on a rampage. 4-1-4.
Minus the little hiccup they had there a minute ago where they all kind of just started dropping. Noxian Elite seems to have this game pretty much in the bag here. They are just going crazy right now. They
have the stronger mid-game comp.
They have the most snowbally champions that are getting
Crusher Crush going low in the top lane. Gonna be able to survive though.
Oh man.
And now there's definitely an edge to Shyvana. Shyvana's gonna dive. Crusher Crush. He burns the ultimate. Kylo Rukin gonna probably fall to.
Okay.
But so does Crusher Crush. 1-for-1 exchange.
Used flash there, which is interesting. Even trade though.
Renekton will lose an entire wave though to the turret.
Amazing thing has happened when you use your Renekton ult. I thought he was going to live there, but
yeah.
Ultimately trades 1-for-1, not bad. But yeah, this lane is just as much Shyvana's now. It is Renekton's, and he had the biggest lead.
Going for a very aggressive build. Going to pick up likely a Brutalizer next, so really high damage Renekton. But not going to be very tanky though.
I mean, I guess it helps that Jarvan's on the tankier side right now, but still, that is definitely an interesting build Renekton's going there, especially when you know Shyvana has all this armor. That damage isn't really going to go anywhere unless you have a Last Whisper, so I don't know about that.
Yeah. Very interesting build path.
One sec.
Chris Hansen getting some friend aggro. He'll be joining us back shortly. But meanwhile, the one you wish getting onto Emil Heskey with the lantern will pull her to safety. The Noxian Elite got a 6,000 gold lead in this game. They're trying to push this advantage through. TSM Diamond coming top. Gonna completely whiff the knock-up, expecting Crusher Crush not to stun there. A little bit of dyssynergy there. Or Nambo, however you would like to call it. But 4 members of the Noxian Elite coming up for this top turret. They're going to try to pick up this global objective. The low-winging fruit. Here come the tidal wave. It's not going to land. Oh, it does land. The one you wish picks up a kill onto Spiral Wu King. Unstoppable. 8,000, 7,000 gold lead now for the Noxian Elite. They're hungry for this first win. Ball goes out, and that forces Renekton back. Doesn't want to get ulted into the turret. Oh, but Jarvan goes in. Gonna burn the ultimate. Emil Heskey going really low. Wadley Ryther now gonna likely fall. He gets out of there somehow. TSM Diamond taking the turret. He's gonna go down. Malik, no members of the red team fall there. No members of the Demacian squad do fall. Crazy dive. Nothing comes of it for the Noxian Elite. Oddly, Spiral Wu King tries to go into Lada, but Oddly Ryther gets absolutely crunched.
Okay. I am back and do apologize about that.
Spiral Wu King trying to chase on the one you wish to flash away. Lada now the new target. He gets healed and control. Chaos picks up the kill. Crusher Crush gets ulted by Caitlyn. Gonna go down. 2-for-1 exchange for the Noxian Elite after kind of a sloppy turret dive failed. So 2-for-2 overall, including the death of TSM Diamond under the turret. Hanson, are you there? No, Hanson is gone again. TSM Diamond picking up the blue buff for himself. The only concern happening right now for the Noxian Elite is they have a full AD team comp. If they don't pick up Last Whispers on their main carries, and they don't end this game quickly, the armor stacking from the Demacian Dunk Squad will become very real and very threatening to their damage. And they might just stop dealing damage in the mid game. Their tanks are going to get so tanky because they only have to focus on one stat. Shyvana and Vi are both going to be picking up likely Randuin's Omens. And maybe even Sunfire Capes on top of that. They're going to get really tanky. If a Thornmail follows, they're not dealing any damage to those champions, and they're going to have free reign. So they really need to end this game really quickly. They have an 8,000 gold lead as is. Gigantic lead. But they are hard pressed to end this game. There's not a team comp that does well when behind. They have very little wave clear. Whereas Orianna provides almost all the wave clear that the Demacian squad could ever need. He is not even trying to dive the turret. The tidal wave will zone them. In goes the one you wish. Oddly Ryther going extremely low. He doesn't fall, but Chaos picks the kill. The one you wish falls. That's a lot of the damage. Here goes Spiral Wu King with the AoE ultimate. Hits all 3 of them. Diamond runs for his life. That was a sloppy dive again from the Noxian Elite. Malik Zelinto trying to go in onto Diamond. One more attack. Gonna be enough with the red buff. Picks up the kill. And now that might be the dragon. It's actually not up currently.
Okay, Fozz, I am sorry about the little disappearance there. Roommate problems.
It happens.
Seem to have missed a lot of action here. Is blue team on the floor right now? What the?
Yeah, blue team had a really poorly executed turret dive, and it cost them 4 of their lives.
I mean, I'm not going to call that a throw, but it's close to being one here. I don't know.
They're in trouble right now. I was saying, if
they're definitely scratching their heads.
If the Demacian Dunk Squad can stack armor, they're going to be in trouble.
They do have that full AD team, and looking at the purple side here, I don't know if they're really too concerned with armor yet. Like, yeah, Shyvana has that.
Jean's Best and Vi has a Warden's Mail, now a Randuin's. That's some real armor right there.
Not bad, and there aren't even any Last Whispers for quite some time.
Another Chain Vest from Vi. Vi is really resistant to this physical damage now. She's going to be a beast. Lada getting hooked, gets flayed forward. Gonna try to run away now. Will Lada. Gets stopped. Oh, he goes down to Ollie.
Jesus. Okay, this is what a throw looks like.
And now Noxian Elite are trying to push up this top lane.
Yeah.
I think they're a little overeager to try to end this game, and they're diving turrets when they probably could just siege up these turrets. But they have no poke, which is really hard. It's really a problem for their team. They just have a dive composition.
Just going right down the mid lane, forcing Blue to back up here. Oh, Shyvana stopping the backs.
They're not stopping the back, but they're going to go in onto Shyvana. Spiral King just going to ult away.
Oh my gosh.
From Jarvan makes it causes it to flash. Crusher Crush going to flash, but not be able to get in range. She stopped them both. In the mid lane.
She's turning it. What a psycho.
She's turning it, but she's going to go down.
Should have just taken what she got there.
But she did delay their backs enough, so they will likely get the turret.
Got him a turret.
Oh, an ultimate from Nami knocks 2 members up, but knocking together. Oh, the 2-man ulti from Orianna.
Oh my god.
That's a double kill.
What is happening?
Demacian, this is the 4,000 gold lead now. Malik gonna go down. The ultimate takes down the One You Wish as well, so the 1-for-1. He's not even trying to push up this top lane, but 2 members of the Demacian Tongue Squad are heading up to this top lane.
Okay, I'm starting to think that if Purple Team plays this right, they actually have the edge here, just from sheer team composition. Blue Team just doesn't even have any armor pen.
Diamond is dead here. There's no way.
Yep, they're just giving free kills away. Like, are you? Do you really?
He's gonna have to run for his life. Probably gonna have to get the execute. No, he's gonna run right into Spiral King, and he's down.
Oh my. And Yasuo's dead too. Could they rush Baron? Maybe. I'm not sure that they have the.
It's a little early for Baron right now. They don't have any like.
Yeah, Caitlyn doesn't have any attack speed.
They don't have Blade of the Ruin King. They have no attack speed on Caitlyn.
Like, they do have armor, so tanking it wouldn't be an issue, but you're right about the damage would just take way too long. But definitely anyone's game right now. Blue Team just threw this one on its head.
Yeah, being way too aggressive with these dives. Not allowing Draven even hammer at the turret. They're just going straight for the dive.
And it's not even like they have this hyper-scaling team comp to fall back onto. The way Renekton's building, that is not how you build.
Already has a Black Cleaver.
Not what you do. He's not going to be able to get to anybody without just blowing up.
Ozzy's Ryther going quite low, as he's done so many times this game. Will he escape? No, he won't. The One You Wish will pick up the kill. Malik going low. The ultimate not going to come out from the One You Wish. Another chance for the King Stig going to get caught up in this. A teleport from Renekton. The One You Wish dashing through the team. Oh my goodness, King Stig barely lives.
Stuff.
This is likely going to be a free middle turret for the Noxian Elite. But here's Shyvana. Shyvana going to get focused on. She's going to go down.
Noxian Elite says they're done playing games.
I think they're really going to try to play this safe. They've got so many flashing red health bars. They're going to pick up a middle turret.
The Yasuo damage is just extraordinary. There was too much to deal with for the Purple Team here. Like, they have a chance. They have to play their fights well. There's so many threats that'll just do crazy things if Purple Team doesn't manage them right here.
And now they're going to push on this bottom turret, trying to pick up another global objective to extend their lead. The One You Wish taking the turret, going to have to back off, but they will pick up this turret easily. Yep. 6 turrets now.
They're kind of sharpening things up a little here.
Yeah, they're staying grouped. Now they have Renekton with them. Renekton is really strong. He's a lot of damage.
Actually, not the worst idea. He knows you need armor pen. He's giving his team the armor pen to help against the armor that Purple Team's obviously stacking.
If he lands a stun, I believe that stacks Blade of the Black Cleaver 3 times.
That's what he's going for. Okay.
So he has the ability. Oh, Valak is going in. He's going really chunked out. He's got the armor shred. Now Spiral King the focus. They're running. The 3 people locked into the Jarvan ultimate.
Wow.
3 people getting chunked. Jarvan picks up a kill. Jarvan picks up the kill. The 3-mans go down. King Stig running for his life. Treacher's going to have to back away. Heal gets popped. 3 for nothing.
Yeah.
Draven trying to get in onto King Stig. Not going to catch him, though. And now...
just doesn't have the juice. Like, they're not even against the tankiest team in the world, but they're having trouble killing people.
Yeah, King Stig was so far in the back, couldn't barely even get damage off onto Jarvan.
Yeah, they're literally just relying on their... I mean, I guess Shyvana does some decent damage, too, right now with that build, but... Yeah, they just didn't have the damage. They couldn't even kill the Glass Cannon Renekton, really, who was in their face. So, I don't know. Yeah, they are behind 11k gold. That is nothing to scoff at.
They are down 11,000 gold.
That is substantial. So, I don't know. They had a window where if they played it right and stacked enough armor, they might have had a chance. But at this point, I don't think Noxian Elite's going to be throwing this game anymore.
Actually, they picked up the dragon there, right? Or am I just mistaken?
Do we have a timer? I'm not quite sure. But, I mean, judging by the gold, I'd say it's likely.
Like, so that's their second dragon of the game. If so, I'll have to rewatch the replay to make sure. Not a big deal.
TSM Diamond just takes blue. Then again, there's no one really on Noxian that could really use it, but
maybe Nami, but that's about it.
Oh, Yasuo's kind of trapped here. They're not going for him. They kind of, when you can engage on Yasuo, wow, he's not letting him go.
Not letting him go, but
yeah, they
didn't go.
They didn't, I guess, really have the numbers there. Caitlyn was around. Like, catching a Yasuo is really good. He is extremely squishy, and he kind of wants to be the one doing the engages, not getting engaged on. So, I don't know. We'll see what they do here. Draven's chunking that Shyvana.
Bubble lands onto Shyvana. Shyvana flashes instead of taking the
interesting.
He gets absolutely stuffed by the tidal wave. Vada going so hard.
Yeah, it's
just
over.
Absolute wipe. Emil Heskey's the last remaining. He's gonna go down. Ace.
Draven
for this Noxian Elite team.
Draven had the last Whisper. Renekton had the Black Cleaver, giving him even more armor pen. Yasuo has his armor pen from his ult. The armor on the purple team here was just not
enough. Not enough. Fast enough.
No. So well played by.
Oh, and they're gonna surrender.
There it is. Probably a good choice. That game just got even more out of hand than it was. Just they had extremely snowbally champions that were just getting fed as heck. You got Yasuo with 9 kills, Draven with 10 kills and 10 assists. Huge CS deficit
so
on
Noxian Elite pick up their first win of the season.
Interesting. And against, I'm not sure exactly.
They were 2-1. The Demacian
really?
Squad were 2-1. The only loss they had was they couldn't make a full roster, so they had to forfeit. So they were technically undefeated in games they had played.
Oh my!
So handing their first loss in a match.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt. Losing to the underdogs here.
Yeah, the underdogs came up with a really mid-game centric comp. That was what they had problems with, is they were able to keep in the games, but a lot of times their compositions were scaling and they couldn't get to the point where their comp was good. But this time they hit it.
Their comp this time around just got rolling right off the bat. You got huge early game potential coming out of that team comp there. With that Yasuo and Renekton. Draven's got not the worst early game in the world, but yeah, TSM Diamond really got that team rolling there. Props goes to him, because he literally was just a ganking machine at the beginning of that game. Just decided to screw farming and just make constant plays around the map, which really got his team rolling. Like, that bot lane was not won on its own. It wasn't even won really, period. Caitlyn has 180 CS to Draven's 113. So it really wasn't the lanes winning on their own. Yeah, When You Wish was making some plays happen, but Crusher Crest wasn't too shabby either. But it was TSM Diamond really getting this team rolling there.